This movie gets 5 bananas out of 5 according to the NoMoreStinkyMonkeys.com website, which makes it a classic. Oh man, tell Bill Murray and Ray Parker Jr. I'm afraid of these ghosts. Unless you're the first one to see it, like in a sneak preview, most people see movies after they've been out a couple of weeks. And that's especially true for word-of-mouth films. You know, those movies with small advertising budgets that you may never have heard of. But then some friends see it and love it, and they tell you about it. You see it, you start praising it, and the ball starts rolling. Comedies benefit from word-of-mouth a lot of times, and so do good horror films. Most modern horror films are filled with gore and blood, and they're easy to sell to a certain audience. But ones that rely on much less blood and more story, they're a little bit harder to sell. Paranormal Activity fits this description to a T. It has been compared to the Blair Witch Project, and it has some parallels, chief among them a lack of blood and gore, and a reliance on no-name actors filming the movie with handheld video cameras. This is something film experts call cinema verite. But what separates Paranormal Activity are some incredibly realistic-looking special effects, especially incredible considering its $15,000 budget. You'd spend more on a new bathroom than the director spent on this first-class thriller. The story is simple and incredibly claustrophobic. A young couple have just moved in together, and among the small things they have to get used to are the creepy sounds that go bump in the night. Mika, the man, has bought a really expensive video camera and a playback system to record their nightly sleep, because he wants to know if there's more to these noises than what he's seeing. Of course, he doesn't believe in ghosts and thinks his girlfriend Katie is just being silly, but he can't deny that the house must be doing some serious settling. When a psychic arrives to discuss their problem, Mika brushes him off as just a fruitcake, but Katie wants to follow his suggestion of bringing in a demonologist. To Mika, that sounds like a scam that the psychic cooked up. What doesn't wake them sometimes is worse than what does, though, like when Mika views the video the next morning and sees the bedroom door almost open and closing on its own. The psychic says one key thing: whatever this thing is, it will follow you, so there's no sense in moving away. I won't tell you the other thing he demands because it's too good a plot point. Mika, played by Mika Sloat, is a very good actor and projects calm and cool throughout most of the film. In fact, all the actors project a realism that makes you feel like you're watching a documentary. And unlike Blair Witch, you really care about these characters the whole time. This is a great young couple, fully in love and with a great sense of humor. When Mika uses the F word, Katie says, "Be sweet." Toward the end of the movie, they're cursing and screaming and saying other horrible things to each other as the sleepless nights take their toll. Katie is played by Katie Featherston, and she's equally good and such a rare treasure in modern Hollywood. A sexy plus-sized woman. She must be at least a size 10, if not size 12, and looks great in her boy shorts, panties, and push-up bra. She's from Texas, and as my friend would say, she's thick and tight, which is just right. There are only a handful of actors in this film. Half the movie is spent in the couple's bedroom. As we watch the couple sleep, we watch the time on the video camera sometimes go slow and sometimes speed up. When it stops to go normal speed, you know something freaky is coming. But what? However, some of the more hair-raising moments come when the camera speeds up, and you constantly say, how the hell did that happen? Writer-director Oren Peli has done some job here. That this movie took 3 years to find a distributor and theaters to play in shows you what kind of idiots run Hollywood. Every major studio passed on it. It took Steven Spielberg to watch a DVD of it to take it under his wing. From what I read, Spielberg was so creeped out by it that he wouldn't watch it all the way through during the night. And this man wrote Poltergeist. I love Poltergeist, but there's one scene in Paranormal that I think is scarier than anything in Poltergeist or 1,000 other horror films. Normally I don't like watching movies with people who talk back to the screen, but there were a couple of black girls sitting behind me pleading with the young couple to get out of the house, and I had to agree with them. Sweet dreams from the Predator.